So this is a video on service. The idea of being of service, I think, is something I would like to include in the personal growth of new conservatism. So what do I mean by this? Some people think, being conservative means just being selfish. Oh, you vote for this party because you're selfish. Well, I'd say the opposite. I'd say that to me, the heart of what I'm interested in is being of service to others. This relates to the sacrifice video that you may have just seen. This is at the heart of happiness as well. It's interesting, Dalai Lama talks about this, this idea that we can, by being of service to other people, we forget ourselves. Yeah, this has traditionally been a part of many spiritual practices, for example, Christian or Jewish spiritual practice, putting ourselves actually second. And, any parent I know does this to some extent, absolutely. Any good coach or trainer, so, I'm always of service to my clients. So I'm in the room, I say, look, I'm here of service to you. You've paid me for a service. The system that we live in, actually the capitalist economic system rewards service. Why? Because you give me money, because I can be of more service to you than that money is worth. Yeah. If I can't be of service, I'm certainly not going to get. I'm not going to get business. I'm definitely not going to get repeat business, even if I manage to do some sort of sneaky marketing to get initial clients. By putting ourselves, you think that you become happy by putting yourself in the center. Actually, I think the opposite. This is what the research shows, is what ancient spiritual wisdom shows, and this is my personal experience, that when I'm of service to my wife, to my wider family, to my friends, to my clients, whatever it is, I'm actually happier getting my ego out of the middle, kind of a Buddhist perspective on service there. So it's really enlightened selfishness, to be altruistic in that sense. Also, of course, it's the heart of any good business, as I've just mentioned. In terms of being successful, being of service is key, and people feel it. Clients feel it when you're genuinely being of service, not as a trick or as a manipulation, but because that's what you deeply believe. And I think you do need some sort of spiritual foundation for that, not just as have it as a business strategy. So yeah, exercise here. So make a list of the ways you're being of service. Look at some of your key jobs or hobbies and go, how could I be more of service there? Yeah, and as an experiment, right? So don't believe a word I say in any of these videos. Never believe me. Be more of service. How would you act with your client if you were genuinely of service to them? Without just making a travesty, destroying other things that you love. Notice if that makes the client more engaged with you, if you enjoy it more, how the impact of being more of service is.